Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Crypto. My name is Dave and I'm going to be your host. And today we're going to do a beginner's guide to buying your first cryptocurrency. Buying your first Ethereum, buying your first Bitcoin, which you can then go on to buy altcoins and all these different coins. So we're going to get into basically a few things that beginners need to know and how you buy some Litecoin and how you buy some Ethereum or buy some Bitcoin for that matter. And that in turn, we're going to get into how you get down to buying all these other ones that are on this list here: Cardano, Metablocks, Kin, Bitcore, Syndicator, all these different ones. We'll get to that. So, my name is Dave, like I said. We're new here at this channel. We're just starting up, and hopefully we're going to build a community together. Please like and subscribe to our channel. Leave your comments in the section below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. I'd love to hear what you want to talk about. Again, I'm not really here to give you investment advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not professional investment advice. I'm more here to just give you some advice and make sure you don't make the same mistakes that I made as a beginner along the way, because they can add up and they can get costly, and you get excited and you let your emotions take over, and the next thing you know, you're thinking, how did I lose money in a cryptocurrency world? Everybody's making money and somehow I lost money. And trust me, it can happen. So let's start from the beginning. Most people here, if you're a beginner, have not even bought their first cryptocurrency. So let's start with the easiest way to buy cryptocurrency. Basically, that would be Coinbase. This is an app that you can get on your phone. You can download it. You can put it on your computer. And basically, if you enter your email address and go through the sign-up process, I assume that you know how to use a computer and the basics, so I'm not going to get into all the easy, step-by-step instructions of everything. I'm going to try and keep this brief and to the point. And so anyways, like I was saying, Coinbase, if you sign up for Coinbase, you can buy, I believe, Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Bitcoin. You can attach your bank card to it, and from what I understand, you can buy up to about $250 a week. And from there, I believe you might be able to wire transfer money, if that's the case, if you get verified, and perhaps send more. So that's one of the places you can do it. Another one is called Quadriga. This is one that I've used in the past. And basically, Quadriga is like a market where you would send your fiat currency. Fiat is the fancy word of basically saying cash, currency, US dollar, Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, British pound. Those are fiat currencies. And in order to buy altcoins and a lot of these other tokens, you need to have some kind of Bitcoin or Ethereum to buy them with. So basically, you want to start by either going to Quadriga. You'd want to register. Obviously, you'd want to go through the steps, get yourself an account. Now, I know that they've been getting a lot of accounts lately. I know it took them a few days to get my account verified, but I suggest you get verified as soon as you can. And basically what this means is once you're verified, you have a few different ways that you can send funds to your account. From your bank account, you can basically fund your Quadriga account. Interac online transfer, I believe, is one of them. Wire transfer, bank transfer. There's a few different ways that you can do it. But the bottom line is, once you get it to a place like Quadriga, you can now actually take your fiat currency and you can buy either Bitcoin, Ethereum. For example, right now we're on Bitcoin. So the last trade was 11,100 US dollars. The low was 11,100 US dollars. So right now it seems like it would be a good time to buy the Bitcoin. The high was 11,494 today in the last 24 hours. So it seems right here that the top buy people are willing to pay 11,100, and the people who are selling don't want to sell for less than 11,200. I'm not going to get into how that works, but basically we would put in our order for 11,100. We would say that we have, for example, I don't know, $1,000, whatever we have in fiat currency that we've transferred to Quadriga. We would put it live on the market. Hopefully our order would get filled, and now we own Bitcoin, or maybe we own Ethereum, or maybe we own Litecoin. Whatever we purchased, whatever we put a market order in for, now we've purchased it. Now what do? Well, we could send it to a wallet. A wallet is where some people like to store their Bitcoin, their Ethereum, their Litecoin. Kind of like when you're holding on to it, it's for safety. Some people have offline wallets. I'm not going to get into all the different wallets and so forth. But basically, Exodus is a very good wallet that I've found used in the past. I don't I don't work for Exodus, so therefore, I don't know anything more than I've used it once or twice before, and it worked for me, and of course I did not put a lot of money into it. So basically you would download the wallet. It would be on your laptop, your PC, whatever you have, a Mac, whatever, so be it, and you'd be able to send your money from, in this case, Quadriga. You'd be able to send your Bitcoin to your wallet over at Exodus, or you'd be able to send it to, for example, an exchange like Binance. Now, Binance is basically an exchange like Cryptopia and Gate.io, and there's so many different exchanges. But basically what an exchange is where you take your Ethereum or you take your Bitcoin and you go to market. So for example, if I have Ethereum and I want to buy Tron, I could sign up at Binance, get myself an account, get my address for Ethereum. So I would get my own personal address to send Ethereum to. And basically from Quadriga, if I wanted to go straight and send my Ethereum or my Bitcoin that I purchased straight over to Binance, to my account, I could do that. Once it got into my account, I am now free to buy whatever I want. Perhaps I want to buy some Poet. Maybe I want to buy some Cardano. Who knows? That's up for you guys to decide. I'm not here to tell you what to buy, but you guys can decide that for yourself. Maybe there'll be some good comments. Maybe people have some great ideas or suggestions. But again, always do your homework. We're not here to give you financial advice, and never spend more than you can willing to lose. That's part of gambling, and this is sort of gambling. So anyways, I'm not going to explain everything here to you, but basically you're going to have a chart. You're going to have the orders of people buying and selling here, and you're going to be able to put in your order. For example, if we wanted to buy Poet and we wanted to buy, I don't know, 500 Poets, and the price, people, is 93.06. Let's just say we wanted to pay, I don't know, 93.10. We could put in our own price. Okay, there we go. And we could push buy. Now if we were registered or logged in, this would be a buy button over here. This would be a big red sell button over here. And we could put in an order to buy Poet. Wow, look at Poet today. It had quite the jump. So the other thing we're looking at here is we're looking at 1 hour candles, which means every candle here represents 1 hour time period. So it looks like it had a lot of volume down here today. You can see that the volume has just jumped up. Over the last few days, it's been flat, 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 and then all of a sudden, whammo! It must have got some news, and they must have partnered with someone, or some news came out, and that probably affected the stock. But anyways, I'm not going to get into all that. What I am going to tell you is Coinbase is probably your best bet for beginners, and you're going to basically sign up. You're going to get to Coinbase. Oh, before I forget, Coinbase is also partners or owns what's called GDAC. GDAC is an exchange where you can send your Bitcoin or Ethereum that you've just purchased from Coinbase. Once you are a member, by the way, you are now a member here too. See, you can sign in, and basically, as long as you've created an account at Coinbase and you're verified, you're now going to be a member at GDAX. And once you're a member at GDAX, you can basically send your Ethereum or Bitcoin or whatever you have over here. And this is also a market too. But the nice thing from GDAX is you can send your coins to Binance for free, or Cryptopia, or whatever you want, without the fees. So, those fees tend to add up over time. Now, the other thing I wanted to mention is, when you're new to this, is do not overtrade. Do not buy at all-time highs and then decide, oh my God, this thing's not going up. I bought it for $1. It's at 90 cents, and it's been at 90 cents for the last week, and I better sell it and get Ripple because it's gone up 20%. No, that's not the way to go about it. You need to make sure that A, you're not buying at all-time highs, B, that you don't overtrade, and C, every trade is a winning trade. It just depends on how long you're willing to hold it. Well, I'm not going to say every trade, because there are some crap coins out there, and we're not going to get into that in this episode either. But basically, you want to not send your money everywhere, because you do pay fees on it when you're transferring it from exchange to exchange and so forth. So you want to try to avoid that. And you want to try to avoid overselling. And you definitely want to buy when it's red. You don't want to buy a stock when it's at its all-time high and it's on its way up. You basically want to wait for the dip. You see how here you go. Here's a perfect example. This went green, green, green all the way up, pushed it up, and there it dipped down. And now it's in a dip again as we speak. So, you know, if you were to buy it down here, you'd be trying to take advantage of this little dip that we have right here. Now, I'm not saying to do that because, again, I've put no thought into this. I'm just quickly looking at it. But off the top of my head, I can see a few indicators that I do like some volume here down at the bottom. I see that it's just passed over the 200-day moving average, which is a good sign. I'm only looking at it at the 1 hour, though, and as soon as I zoom into probably 15 minutes, that's going to change the whole picture. Well, yes, it does, but it's still, oh, see, it's still over this red line, which is the 200-day moving average. Again, we're not going to get into that right now. Now, if you find this helpful, and hopefully you do, you'll like and subscribe to our channel. We're going to grow. Again, I apologize. I'm new to the whole YouTube thing, so just making videos, I will get better at time too. I'm not new to the investing in the cryptocurrency world, and I will teach you some more things along the way. Make sure, like I always told you, do your own research. Don't buy what Bill, Tom, and Steve told you because you saw it in a YouTube video yesterday and everybody's saying that that's the hottest thing. It might be, but again, you need to know that for your own. You need to do that with your own research. You can't just decide that two kids that own fast cars told you to buy this and you're going to be rich. That's not the way you go about investing wisely, and that's not the way you go about making money in this business. This is basically a big ocean. You're a small fish with many fish in the sea and a lot of big whales that want to just gobble you up. So, again, I hope you found this helpful, and we'll see you again real soon. Thanks for watching. My name is Dave. Please smash up that like and subscribe button, and we'll talk on our next video.